I think it's very difficult to discuss actually sort of an intro to complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So complex post-traumatic stress disorder occurs because of repeated trauma. It differs from regular post-traumatic stress disorder in the fact that, yes, for one thing, it's repeated trauma, and generally the prognosis is a lot worse. So instead of just having a short-term therapy, you pretty much need therapy for the rest of your entire life with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So it can happen, from abusive relationships. Like in my case, my parents were very over-controlling. They were helicopter parents. It happened from just repeated trauma, like having to live a double life in order to meet up to somebody's expectations. And generally speaking, like a lot of people in this world are very insensitive. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but some people are so insensitive. They go on and say, "Oh, you just gotta move on. You gotta move on. You gotta let go." They think that you have two choices in life. You either can just worry about things the way you are, or you can just choose to be better. And you know what? I do choose to be better, but unfortunately I am stuck with complex PTSD, and I'm stuck with the memories of it. So pretty much a lot of the symptoms are things like you try to forget things. You try to push them past you. You try to put on a visage, like a mask. Like you try to be a different person all the time. You have difficulty sleeping. You have certain sudden bursts of anger, like difficulty with anger management. A lot of problems with memory and controlling your emotions. So, generally speaking, like most people with complex PTSD have difficulty keeping a job. So, very difficult keeping a job and keeping relationships. Like sometimes, unexpectedly, you may be having an episode, you might lash at somebody, a family member or a close friend, and then they don't understand. They'll just cut you out of your life, out of their life. I fortunately have managed to find some really good friends. An example of somebody with complex PTSD is the singer, former, I don't know whether he still sings, but is the singer Aaron Carter. Is Nick Carter's younger brother. So yeah, he exhibits signs of PTSD, like his stealing artwork, his covering his face, with covering his body with tattoos to hide the person whom he really is. He'll lash out at his brother Nick. His brother Nick actually has, I think, a restraining order on him, and he's like, even though his mom is the one who kind of used him, he is trying his best to help his mom. Unfortunately, it is the case that most people with CPTSD are diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, or even like just some sort of mood disorder and are not treated properly. It's often just like treated with medication, and then not referred to therapy. But yeah, ultimately you do need quite a bit of therapy in order to move on. So I hope this educates you a little bit on CPTSD, and I plan to obviously talk more about it, but I figured it was probably really important that I sort of give you an intro to it. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.